there, folks. Welcome to another episode of Cabin Adventures. We're out here in beautiful Whispering Pines here, set for another awesome weekend. Gonna load up the old snowmobile here. Got a few things to unpack, and then hit the trail, heading on out to the Whispering Pines. We'll catch you guys in a little bit. Well, we made it, folks. Made it out to Whispering Pines. We loaded up. We went down the trail and we got here. Fire is already roaring. Shouldn't be too chilly tonight. It's about to drop down to -7. We'll see what it's like with the wind chill, but right now it's pretty calm out here. We're just waiting for the arrival of the rest of the clan, and then we're gonna start making up some dinner. The boys are unpacking. Well, I am setting up the bar. Keeping the place warm with the wood stove. It's going pretty good.
Yes, started this with fire still.
We're gonna not this time, but we're still waiting on the two other guys to show up, Michael and Ryan. After they get here, basically we're gonna relax. As mentioned, we're gonna have some burgers. And after that, basically a night of relaxation and having a couple of drinks. Pretty much the motto of the weekend. Well, the boys finally made it. Had some burgers. Now we're ready to head outside and sit by the fire for a little bit.
Oh yeah, alright. Yeah, let's get her done.
Well, good morning, folks. Bit of a delay on the start of the day with you guys because you fell through the cracks of the bed, so can find you for a little bit. So we just ate breakfast. We had an interesting night of sleeping. The fire crew was not working in full force. We almost got hypothermia here. But no, it was a chilly night last night. It dropped down to -20 with the wind chill. So basically for today we might go for a little bit of a walk, but generally speaking, should be a good day of relaxation. Catch you folks in a little bit.
Free temp?
Guess I need to aim a little bit lower. Jam. So we're headed out to the lake right now. As you can see, it's a beautiful day out here. about 0 degrees, but the wind actually is being a little bit of a bugger. So, since we've been last out here, we've gone a little bit further with the pallets. So we're actually almost exactly at the lake at this point in time. The only certain area we need to set up is the minor boardwalk at the beginning, but for the most of the part we're there already. But we made it. It is pretty windy out here, actually. We walked about 800 meters from our main location, but as you can see, it's pretty well off the beaten path. So we're headed back now. Figured that was enough wind for us for a little bit. What I think we'll do is we're going to take a trek through the bush and see whether we can find anything exciting through there. But the lake area is just too breezy for us today, so we'll see how it is in the forest. Midway break. We made it up to the end of the runway. So the good old battery decided to die out, but we made it back here. We're sitting inside, warming up, and had a little bit of lunch. Gonna go back outside in a little bit. So the beauty of having a creek around here, so as I mentioned in my previous videos, we do have a water area that's basically pulled from the ground. But it's basically it only is developed really in the winter time, but for the majority of the part it feeds about 2 to 3 feet of water every winter, and for general purposes, I mean just for washing dishes and things like that, it's a perfect water source for simple tasks like that. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to actually boil some of it and just enjoy it, because it's ground-fed water and it's completely drinkable. I'm going to distill it using my Bush Buddy. It's a wood-fed little stove that I'll be using, and hopefully we'll be able to have some good drinking water out of it. We'll bring it to a boil, let it boil for about 5 minutes, and it'll be completely drinkable. So we broke through the glass. The glass of water, that is, or ice that developed, about an inch thick. And now we're gonna boil this water to be completely drinkable. So we have some twigs here. Basically what we're gonna do is snap them up into little pieces. Make sure they fit into this little guy. Put this together like this. And then we have this bottom piece to kind of ensure that everything stays within the thing. But what we have here is these cotton balls. So what these cotton balls are covered in is Vaseline. So Vaseline has propylene glycol in it, which is quite flammable. Just gonna split these up a little bit, and they'll help everything kind of ignite in our little stove. Quite a handy thing to have in your backpack, just because when it's wet or basically you have no items that can start a fire, this is a good way to kind of ignite it at a rapid rate. So what we'll do is we'll split up 4 of these guys and light them on fire, and then before we actually light them on fire, we'll break up a few of these sticks and make sure that we have enough for quick ignition. So we'll break up 1 more, break some sticks up, light this up, and we'll be ready to roll. I'll just light it in the quick and easy way with a lighter. We have enough sticks in here that will light it up quickly. Get the temperature up. You kind of hear that propylene glycol burning inside there, but it's what's kind of keeping this fire alive for now, until we get the decent temperature and we get the sticks actually igniting. So although pine isn't really a hardwood, it's good for igniting items because of the juices inside it are highly flammable. So by getting this going, you can get it going pretty quick. So anyways, we're gonna let this burn off a little bit, get this kind of stabilized. We'll put the lid back on there and we'll bring the bottle to the water to a boil. So we got this guy going a decent rate here. Now we just wait until the water to boil. So as you can see here, just gonna feed a little bit small sticks into the push buddy, keep the flame going, and bring the water to a boil. So we're about 15 minutes into the boil, and we have a little bit of steam. So we got the water to a boil. So we brought the water to a boil. Now we're just going to add it to our ice block that we have. So we left the water bottle in the car
And not burn our hands.
in the evening. Fill this up. She'll be good to go. So Ryan, got a little bit of a soaker. Let's hear the story.
Well, you veer off track here, and anyways, the ice is
Went
clearly
through the
not
ice,
thick
folks.
enough, and folks fell through the ice here. Polar plunge. And anyways, feet are 100% on the dampness scale, and anyways, yeah. No, they're warm enough, but they're definitely damp.
Made our way back inside. It's a little bit on the chilly side out there. It's not really too cold, but the dampness out there, you definitely feel something coming in. So, made our way inside.
You feel a little bit of a tickle.
And now we are just gonna enjoy the heat of the wood stove and have a couple more drinks and listen to some radio. The shish kebabs and twice baked potatoes are coming along quite nice. So we got some beef ones coming on here soon, but so far we got some chicken ones. There we go.
What?
We have some beef, chicken, some potatoes, and some corn. As you can see by the fire, it is quite windy out here tonight. I'll sit out here for a little bit, but certainly not a night to be out here the whole time. Well, it's time to shut things down for the night. Glad you folks. Well, good morning, folks. Definitely a very cold and dreary day here at the cabin this morning. Gonna start packing up, make some breakfast, and start heading out. Ready to get locked and loaded. Home safe and sound. We'll catch you guys on the next one.